I started this talking about my brother. Saw him yesterday, he really is my brother. Even had the time to do a workshop, even had the time to pop into a couple shops. That's Arnie, the better one. I'm going to start naming names now because what do I have to lose now? That Greek girl's called Antigone. She hates to see Arnie's coming with political poetry, so that's why I keep it funny like a compatriot yesterday, because our communities lived together back in the day. You taught us how to speak English, we taught you how to make our traditional African dish. Good old North London days in the 90s, we even taught you a little French because they colonized us and now there's no difference. Sorry for the length of this poem, I like to waffle like the Belgians. Did you see the divorce, the split between them and us? Brutal like the splits in her season of Love Island. I wish she heard this poem. Too late for her to fall in love with me on this island. I said I was going to start naming names, like I haven't already mentioned Rags. Maybe Jamaica should start a campaign, expel Rwanda from the Commonwealth campaign, because Jamaica treats their neighbours with respect. Meanwhile, Rwanda don't really believe in that type of poetic unity. But can you actually believe Bree started off as a side note? Now I get wheels at open mics advocating for her elevation. It's truly a crazy situation. My name's not Arnie, by the way. Some people spell it with two R's. Come like they got me confused with Chloe. They probably think I'm from Ghana as well. Je suis Congolese et Rwandaise. Can't you tell? Still can't believe I missed out on Tiffany and her compatriot the other day. Every time I see us in the news, I think of the Black African cry. Because people like me and her have lived with what's trending right now. I don't have to crack the code to her. English or French, she knows the truth about what's happening right now. So I stick to romance, but this ain't a masterpiece. But Brie is, and you lot wouldn't disagree. She's a 10 on the inside as well. It's all crazy. So many people going to be like Mira May. What's going on? They ain't seen a man take a shot like this. They ain't seen a pen like this. Starboy like her compatriot in Leon. I'm not a ladies' man though. I'm not that chirky. I don't go on the chase. I stay out of that centre. For me, Bree's just a Brooklyn girl who's nothing but nets. Least in the end, you ended up having a safe flight. We all thought after Flow Vortex, it was done good night. I guess you're so hot that even Heathrow didn't want to see you go. I already told you I like your curves, dips, and everything. I sound like Mahalia with that poetry. Even she went to your country. Someone tell Mahalia I'll see her next season, because I believe in miracles. Who would have thought she would have got her masters over here? Who would have thought an American and the Rwandese would have become good friends over here? Ironic how my dad is named after where you're from. Shame about those tariffs, I was ready to take you on a date. But the finances are tight, 10% doesn't really help. I'm going to send Sophia to New York as a trade envoy, because she thinks our relationship is still special. She thinks I shouldn't give up on real love because it's special. She would probably tell me off in Wolof if I gave up on you. It's still a long shot, but shoot to shoot. Hope you're at peace like the Takurs and their ball therapy. If we ever cross paths again, just rest your head on me. Like the poetry, open mic nights, it's a safe space with me. Don't have to resist me, I'm not an illegal occupier. Not going to come and give you an evacuation order and then try and kill you. I don't follow that world order. Imagine if I had a real life convo with that Palestinian. What they don't know is that we've actually known each other since collie days. Back when I was too shy to even shoot my shot. Nowadays, it's just banter. Me and Tasnim would just laugh a lot. But those early poetry filmmaking days I haven't forgot. Even she would think Bree's hot. But I don't need another wingman. I got Sophia for that. I've actually told you about home 32 times. If I told you the 33rd, you would end up in a wretch. It's April the 7th soon. Even Jazz knows that flight wasn't very safe. Someone told them two Jamaicans to endorse the campaign, because the world ain't been the same since that day. At least I'm getting a new Worcester Green Star boiler. Don't laugh and compliment me saying I'm a black star. Get me confused with Miss Yankee. The truth is, I just write and I feel free. I don't need a prompt. I don't really need a workshop. I just hope that one day people buy vinyls of your songs in the shop. Promise me you will never stop. Promise me you will never abandon your gift. People like you and Kuru have got stories to tell. Don't worry about me, Sophia's been on my neck. Hates when I start talking about retirement, because she wants to see everyone win from the come-up years. That's why the Royal Albert Hall made her cry, because that's her brothers and sisters that she's grafted with. That's why I'll never forget the Congo protest in her birthday month. It hits different when it's a community you used to see 6 times a month. The ones who know you from day one. I found you interesting from day one, mixing with London creatives with chest, talking about your degree in the States and moving here for your master's, graduation ceremony with your course mates, bit of a flex. Logic told me you were a model at first. I mean, it's obvious why, but moving on. Can't get too explicit, even though I talked about genocide. Logic would tell her my family were the ones who caused it, but don't get brainwashed by the media. We died, got murdered, the same way the other side did. Got murdered in refugee camps the same way the other side did. Just because she's a pretty black model doesn't mean she has no brains. Just because she's a model doesn't mean she doesn't have any other artistic talents. Just because she's a model with 2K Insta followers doesn't mean she's as rich as other certain influencers. I swear she said she came here with pretty much nothing. That's a discussion for another time. Apologies, this poetry, it ain't very neurotypical, but she doesn't have a problem with that, so that's all that matters. They all thought that Rayon was the Caribbean influence, but your graft and commitment to integrity, you're the real influence. They don't understand the wordplay. Maybe I should borrow Bro's foreplay. Because people would listen to me more that way. Resting her head on me stroking her hair, skin to skin type foreplay. But I'd rather get him to tell Jazz about that whole campaign. Because it's been 4 months, technically 11 or 12 now, since we tried to shed light on Congolese pain. Our money reached Goma just before the M23 did. Sorry, let me go back to speaking about Madame. Even she rates us poets, but she's on a different level. This is the finale of a short love story. Don't let the bars fly over your head, like when you listen to Molly. Now the sun's out, all you want to do is dance, listen to, and have a good time. Bree knows I'm half Congo Brazzaville. We know about good times. The bar's still flying over your head. It's not a surprise. Type of people to think that Premier Gao is from Congo. And they're not even talking about my Congo. Truth be told, I don't see any difference between Arnie or Molly. I don't even mean just creatively. Round here, it's a real one's only policy. All these other people are laughing because of the comedy, but 10% of this is funny, like our president's tariffs. 90% is deadly serious, just depends if you get it. Black boy, black pen, black power, you remember it. You remember the bar, tell Hove to finish it. Because even they end up in classrooms teaching black boys. But back to Bree, because I'm a man, not a boy. So hence why she's playing the long game. And I don't blame her, because my gender think it's a game. Me and them aren't wishing for the same thing. It was sunny when we met, but I'd roll my sleeves up in the rain. Anyone want to tell Bree about the rugby days? Them days where you have no choice but to turn from a boy into a man. Discipline ain't a trendy word in them days, it's an action. Had to graft and hustle to be respected, no other way. Learned to have good hands before you lot heard about RVJ Fulton. I don't want to cause any problems like the Midlands girl, but she might if she reposts this on her socials. You lot thought Bree was just my crush. You want me to drop a wifey rhythm like the Come Up Years in 2015? I'm just defending her like when Thiago Silva dropped in 2016.